And we're back. Okay. Previously in the GodBreaking, our side characters, Zelona, Gwaine, the newly renamed Mr. Doucheface, and Brawl, are in Cragland, the dwarven homeland. And you guys were helping with a city under siege. The town of Talfort is being swarmed over by darklings, these denizens of the underground, creatures from the massive expanses below the surface of the material world. You guys realized, even after with your as much as you could do to resist, the the fight was hopeless. So you rallied and tried to go save your friends. You went to the to Ari, the mermaid's apartment, and in an attempt to save her, found that Guglug was defending her as these creatures were attacking, and you guys scrambled and fought. But in the moments but before the city was falling, you were running out of options. So Zelona used a a talisman, a necklace that Radthorn, the arbiter of the High Squall Citadel, Radthorn, the voice of the storms, an ancient being, um, given command of an even more ancient power, and having befriended you guys because you guys knew, the demigods Deimos, Elwyn, Renly, and Adis. Having befriended you guys and taking a liking to Zelona, she gave you this amulet, this talisman. Zelona, you used it to call to her, and you found that she was very, very far away. So, with limited ability to communicate, all she could do was initiate a recall, a teleportation spell. And as the timing worked out, in the last moments before the spell activated, a creature rose up out from some bushes. Creature that looks like this, and grabbed your friend Zelona, your very close friend Lizzie. Grabbed her and pulled her away from you. And knowing that you could do nothing to save her, Brawl fired that you guys could do nothing to save her. Brawl fired an arrow right before the teleportation initiated, and it struck Lizzie in the head, right between the eyes. Zelona, the last thing you saw as you released your banish spell was her body fade into the ether, her, lifeless as her as the light drained out of her eyes. Okay. So, you guys have been recalled. Radthorn, what you guys knew was that Radthorn was far, far away. Um, and for a being of her power and her abilities, that's significant. Let me think. What would you guys know about Radthorn? So you guys know enough about her, having spent time with her and with the party, that you would have gotten an understanding of who she is. She inherited command of the High Squall Citadel, which was a platform um, built basically two pantheons ago. In the endless cycle of chaos and order that the gods and the universe have been going through since time immemorial. Chaos would reign for an eon, and then order would supplant it, and vice versa. Well, 2 cycles ago, the scions of order were twin deities, twin greater gods named Australis and Byricus. Austrella and Byricus. They were explorers in nature. They, as their the as order spread throughout the known worlds, they continued to reach out far and wide to all the planes in existence and across the universe. They constructed platforms on each of the 111 different planes, and these platforms would symbiotically and harmoniously um, interact with the energies of that plane and create a vast um, transportation, communication, and power network across all the planes. Well, after Australis and Byricus fell, and the god of chaos, Malchior, supplanted them, he systematically dismantled this network. All that was left was the High Squall Citadel um, on the material plane. That's the power that Radthorn inherited. And now, having just the vestiges of this network, the remnants, the trace elements of this once glorious network at hand, she is up to some work that you guys are not necessarily aware of. Okay?
Alrighty.
So, you guys find yourselves being pulled through a tunnel of light, a tunnel of stars, a tunnel of energy, as you guys move through a vestige of this network at a speed you can't even imagine. You're not sure how long you've been here. You don't know how long you will be here, but you guys have gained enough consciousness and enough awareness of what's going on to be able to realize the magnitude, the significance of this. This is unlike anything you have seen before. Do you guys say anything or do anything while you're flying?
Ever seen something like this in my planar travels?
No.
Not exactly, but something, or heard of anything like it.
No, this would be a very unique situation. I mean, you would realize what was happening. I mean, you're moving through the worlds, through the planes, in ways that you're unfamiliar with, ancient pathways.
I feel like I'm going
Take
real
notes.
fast. It's almost like I'm a fast guy, and I don't even remember doing cardio.
You're really quiet, Damus. Well, I understood you, but you're also really quiet. Okay.
We lost him, Jim.
I think he's reconfiguring.
I'm just gonna collapse in on myself and be yelling fuck the whole way. Because what the fuck? No!
Zelona. Ari is also there, and she knew Lizzie. You look over and you realize that Ari is also screaming in tears because, as far as she knows, Guglug was also left behind. She's you hear her just basically freaking out, and she says she's screaming that it was her fault. It's all her fault. If she hadn't come to this world, maybe they would all still be alive.
That's probably true.
I'm not saying it
I
at this
can
point,
barely
even
hear
though I
you.
want to accuse her.
Stop whispering, doucheface.
I don't know. It's just this one server for some reason. Everything else is normal.
I've gotten turned all the way up and I can barely hear you.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure it out because my stuff's coming up normal. I don't know if my thing's just. I'll try to figure it out.
Try
some
just
more.
leaving the channel and joining back up. Sometimes that fixes it.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what
It's a
settings or
weird
anything are going
Discord
on in
thing.
this channel.
It's something with Discord. There's channels I'll join where nobody can ever hear me, regardless of how much they turn me up. Sometimes it's random too.
It's weird. Anyway,
Amos, you there?
Nope.
he's
You-
yeah, we can hear you. All right, so we're gonna so you guys are moving through this portal. Time goes by, minutes, maybe hours. You're not quite sure. It's a weird, surreal feeling. It's cold though. You can feel a chill that reaches to your bones as you fly through the known worlds. You can see around you. You're passing through a mixture of the astral sea, and you see stars, and you feel ether in the air around you. So this is not just you moving through space. This is you moving through the planes. Okay. After time passes, there is you see this tunnel that you're traveling through rapidly come to an end, and suddenly all you can see is light.
Oh crap! We're like dead again.
But it's cool. I probably go minimize so the picture fills the entire thing, so there's just nothing on the fantasy graphics of the white screen now.
Yeah.
That worked out.
And then you hear her voice as Radthorn speaks to you.
Zelona, I heard your call. I've brought you to me, dear. You seem distraught. What ails you?
I'm walking towards the sound, like, and reaching out to the sound. Is there anyone there, or?
You look around and you see it materialize in the middle of the light, Radthorn, crackling with power, and her, all the sigils on her body just inscribed onto her skin, glowing. She says,
Yes, I am here. I've brought you to me.
I don't know if I'm going to get electrocuted from doing this, but I'm just gonna go over and hug her, and I'm just gonna go, Lizzie, they took her just before we left. She's gone.
I'm so sorry. Had I been closer, I might have been able to intervene.
You did everything.
she shakes her head. She shakes her head, and it's like snow falls around you, as lights kind of flash in the air. She says,
But I had to be here. I had to be here to observe this.
and you guys look as the light fades. There is darkness there is burning, there is fire. As you sit on a platform, or the vestige of a platform, overlooking what once was a world, but this is all you see now.
Is that a black hole?
Hey,
She
does it
says,
look like the thing from that? Does it look like the moth
no, no, this is different.
or similar to it?
I don't know if you guys, yeah, you guys would have seen the Maw of the Void. Um, she says to you,
A black hole? It looks rather red to me.
That is true. The ring
Should
of
make
fire
Kirby just
surrounding a
call
black
you,
hole.
like real stupid.
Stop whispering, douche face. We can't hear
Hey.
you.
Fuck you.
she
Even
says to you,
Edith's cave sounds better.
yeah,
That's
she
not
says,
good. Hey, Dave, I'm trying to fix a few things.
Try restarting your Discord. Like, it's not you. It's Discord that's doing it. It's not something with your machine. I can promise you that.
yeah, I don't know. I do not know what the fix is.
The fix might be to log in via
Leaving
your
the
phone
the
and
only
then talk on your phone.
the,
Maybe.
the only one I know of is leaving the channel, coming back, or restarting Discord. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
Well, anyway, Redthorn is there, and you're looking. You see yourselves overlooking this massive, churning swirl of power, and it feels disruptive to you. It feels like it's wrong. There's a heavy wrongness to it all. Um, Radthorn says to you,
This, as far as I can tell, is number 28. Here we are on the edge of known reality. In the fabric that joins the planes together, this is the very edge. This is the 28th plane that I have found of the 111 that Australis and Byricus mapped. This one, too, is falling into chaos. It is reverting to its primal form. Pure, unbridled chaos. Primal. Swirling.
There is no life on these planes at all?
Not anymore. Everything has been torn apart to its base components. Energy, matter, life, all dismantled.
I just stare in awe at the what the fuck is happening there. But yeah.
she says,
It has to. This is wrong. This has never happened before. But I believe it has to do with the breaking of the cycle, the downfall of the current pantheon, and how chaos has disrupted and shattered order. Not only have the influence of the gods fallen apart, but now the many worlds themselves are beginning to dismantle.
The fall of the gods gave chaos the power to destroy entire planes.
I mean,
Not
gods could destroy
destroy.
entire planets if they wanted to.
Not destroy. They're just reverting. They're degenerating into their most primal form. Probably
Kind
the
of like
form that
time's
existed.
own law. It's
Devolving.
Yes, yes, the form that existed before creation.
yeah.
One could say they're being uncreated.
Question for you, Linus. What's the or
Yeah.
if it's what is the generally I don't know what the for it, but what's the general accepted myth of Asmodeus' creation in this world?
What's the equivalent of the Big Bang in this verse?
Yeah, because like in normal D&D, there's two versions, so I'm curious what yours is.
Okay,
If
yeah,
it's
it's
different.
completely different. Radthorn will tell it to you.
Okay.
All effects have a cause. All actions, all movement has a source. This endless cycle of order and chaos had a beginning. Before there was anything, there was the One who sits above all. And from the nothingness and from the primordial chaos, he lit a fire. A fire that had two sides, shadow and light. A double-edged blade that pierced the chaos. And as it moved, it turned. And in its turning, in its cycles, order and chaos danced.
She pauses for a second, and she looks at the swirling here, and the red light just emanating from this world falling apart. She says,
And for eons, for an eternity, that dance moved beautifully. Twin partners, in unison, both counter-measuring and counteracting the other. But now the dance ends as the music fades. The music of the stars grows quiet.
as the spheres and this plane in front of you, you can see the process, the churning, the swirls of clouds of gas and rocks. Just the matter is moving around. Radthorn pauses and says,
Hold on. Just one moment. The critical timing is here.
and just as everything comes together, just all the elements seem to pass through each other and focus for just a bit. You see Radthorn crackle with light, and she reaches out her hands, and you can see as if large extensions of her will, electric light, reaches out forward and just touches on the edge of this swirling plane, just for the briefest moment. She brings her hands back, and as the energy retracts, you see her holding in her hands a piece of this primal chaos, a piece of all the potential of creation, concentrated. And she holds it up and she says,
This is what I came here for. Our friends in Elysium bid me retrieve this. It appears that the gods of good, the new gods, the new generation of order, have a plan in the works.
she manipulates it and swirls it and compresses it, and she hands it to you, Zelona. And she says,
Take this. Take this to Kildrak. He will know what it is for.
I nod.
she looks back at the plane, and she says,
There's nothing we can do here. Nothing more. All that's left is to hope that the downfall of the remaining planes progresses slowly.
and she turns away from it, and you can feel yourselves pulling back as the platform that she's on begins to retreat from this world. Okay, you guys have any questions or anything you want to say to Radthorn?
Yeah, I'm not getting it.
Not getting what?
I'm reaching out with my hands right now. Hear me out, all right?
Okay.
Just like she did, and pulling back, and I didn't get a cool stone. I don't know what I'm not doing right, guys. Like I'm doing the most maximum way, trying real hard. This makes no sense.
So whenever you do that, you reach out, and all you hear is this squelching sound. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
The squelching sound.
Yeah. Where's that sound?
I'm gonna throw one of my daggers at the world thingy and see what happens.
There. This is what you hear, Damos.
Oh my god.
Oh, is it
or
the...
or douche face, yeah. You're reaching out, and every time you move, all you hear is this wet, slick, moist like sound.
You know, I'm gonna stop after like 3 more tries.
Yeah. You're being what are you? A level 10 fighter. Ari looks at you, and she says, "You're really stupid, aren't you? I mean, obviously she's got a lot of power. She's like a goddess, and you're just."
I was told by a person that my charisma in the most maximum and dastardly way might even surpass his own, and that was like the Deimos. So like I'm pretty like confident in my abilities, like in the most maximum wage when my face isn't douchey like my name says, a douche face.
She says, I've heard about you. There's, word spreads on Elysium, and I've heard that you had some issues, with a particular young lady.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick my hands up her shirt. I'm sorry, I got nervous.
I see. I heard performance issues, cold feet.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
Inability
First
to.
off, my feet, I didn't have shoes on, and you would understand that if you had feet. And I'm gonna go over here, and I'm gonna go stare really menacingly at the sky in a maximum way to cool.
No. So all I'm saying is, you're a charming guy, but you do make these weird sounds, and they're kind of disturbing, unsettling every time you move, and every time you talk. Your face, it just makes me want to slap it and scream.
Okay, first off, I want to say one thing. I don't know why I started making these weird noises, but it's like a trademark of my family's been passed down for generations, and I've had them as long as I can remember. There's a lot of stuff about me right now which I don't really understand, but I'm pretty sure I've had for my entire life, like my name and these weird, wiggly, wet dildos I apparently throw.
I agree, it's really weird, and I find
I
it really
know.
weird that I'm friends with you for
I
so
know.
long,
I like think
considering
about it
this,
a
so
lot.
it's weird.
Because last time I realized this is a family name that I have. These are family heirlooms that have been passed down for untold generations. But how did we procreate if this is what we were?
Ari says, "Well, it's rather
Through
disturbing.
the ages.
It's really odd. I mean, to be honest, you're all a bit weird, but oh, not Zelona. Zelona's great. But that one, he walks around really slowly for no apparent reason, and that one, he stands in a corner and just smells bad. But you, you're the weirdest of all. I mean,
In the most
I,
maximum way, almost like it's dastardly.
it makes me wonder what the queen was thinking in sending you guys after me. I mean, surely she'd have known that. She shrugged. She says, "Never mind, never mind. It's just disturbing. Could you please make that sound less?"
Yeah, I'll try.
I slowly try to walk away.
You squelch away.
You squelch away. You gotta play the fapping sound.
I will turn
Number
to
one
Ethorn as
follower of the Fire Lord's politician.
as we move away, but I will be like, have you seen anything beyond on these 28 planes? Like maybe something behind all of this, beyond this, influencing it?
You're asking Redthorn?
Another, yeah, another power or an agent of chaos that is working towards this goal?
She shakes her head. She says,
Mount Celestia stands at the center of all reality, of all the worlds and all the planes. And as its influence unravels, so the fabric that joins the planes together suffers and is disturbed.
So Elysium is the avatar of order and chaos, and as it falls, so do the planes.
So if the planes were a bookshelf and the gods the nails, someone's pulling the nails out and making the bookshelf fall apart.
she nods.
Wow.
She says, "Yeah." She nods.
That was deep. I'm gonna call you like the philosopher of IKEA.
Sure.
Ari says, "He's smart. He smells like shit. So he's smart shit."
Precisely.
I personally still don't even know if he exists. I think he's just a figment of all three of our imaginations that may manifest.
Okay. Well, Ari says, "Well, I think that I've had enough here. The mermaids were not meant to be in space. When are you planning to take me home? Isn't that what you were brought here to do?"
No, we were brought here to ask you if you wanted to go home. We
Y-
were not employed to force you.
No, actually, yeah, you gotta come back, and we gotta get money, which is a thing that we totally get now. You can buy
Yeah,
stuff
your
with
queen
money,
offered
sure.
her kingdom for us to bring you back. We told her we would ask, but we wouldn't make you.
Yeah, I know. I've been thinking about that. Seeing what life was like on the mortal world with all those dark creatures and the death and the dismembering and all that. I'm ready to go back, I think.
And you were
The
like just a prostitute at like a small shack bar.
No, 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 no. I'm not a prostitute. I'm just an entertainer.
An entertainer that drew a lot of dark things to a certain village or town because she's holding something, and I'm just like looking at her slightly judgmentally, slightly resentful, like what caused all of this?
You see her just like get angry, and she says, "Oh!" And she flutters her tail around, and she says, "Just let me know when we're going back."
Now,
We'd like to go sooner rather than later, but we'd also like to know what the fuck just happened, where Lizzie just bit it and Guggles probably going to bite it soon, and I'm starting to devolve into tears. And what the fuck, woman? What are you holding? The entire town is going to be torn apart because of it.
I just want to point out for the record, I told you all that trying to defend that town was a stupid idea. Just want to put that out there.
I did defend the town,
Um,
but we should probably
All
head
right.
back because your girlfriend lady's dead. Because I think she's allergic to bullets in the face.
I can't understand anything you're saying.
I can understand him. Ari says, I didn't do anything, okay? I don't know. I
It's not
think,
your fault. Don't listen to them.
she says, I just wanted to go and see what life was like. And life just turned out to be terrible. So I'm ready to go back. I don't want to be here anymore.
Cool, let's do it.
Life was pretty okay for Lizzie and all until this very night. So, yeah. Um, I fiddle up to her and I go, "What the fuck happened?"
She said, nothing. Those things, they just kept popping out, and the people there were so desperate and scared. But they managed to fight them off and hold them at bay the whole time I was there. It was stressful and it was crazy, but it really drove the guys wild, and it made them want to come and spend all their money with me. But that was fun. But what happened last night was terrible. There were so many more of them and so much blood and screaming, and she started shaking. She said, I don't know where they came from, what they wanted.
I'm just like, she's not telling us something, or maybe, I don't know. I'm inside checking.
Okay.
Fuck.
She doesn't know. She doesn't know if she was the cause of it. She thinks that she knows that the Darklings were there, were starting to cause trouble even before she ever arrived.
Okay.
Um,
Okay. Okay. Maybe it's something in the region. Oh well.
Well, we can ask the queen lady over a pile of money, which I'm assuming it comes in piles, and I'm really excited to see it.
And that pile better be growing considering the shit we went through.
Yeah. Pile of money.
All right. Radthorn says,
Well, if you wish to return to Elysium, I am headed sort of that direction. There are other worlds that I have to manage and investigate. What is happening here is dark and twisted, and if there's any that I can forestall it or help it, I will. Please give our companions, our allies, news of what you have seen here. And Zelona, you will always be able to reach me through that.
she touches the amulet on your neck.
I hug her again.
She smiles. She says,
When you've been alone as long as I have, an embrace like this is priceless.
Thank you for everything.
She nods.
Get a room already.
I kick at the cloud of scent because that's all I need to do.
Ari says,
Man, you
Hey.
switch ladies like a guy switches socks.
Ari says, hey, doucheface. I'll bet if we all found something else to do, you won't be the only one making those squelchy squelch sounds.
What? I don't even understand what that means. Can you show me, bro?
I mean that Zelona and Radthorn could use some time, and they'll be making their own squelchy squelch sounds.
I
Is it
may
like
turn
a
and show
skill
her the
you learn?
finger because I'm still within her vicinity and can hear her.
I understand. I think what you're talking about, but I'm gonna nod my head.
Deceiver roll.
I don't know what that sound comes from. It comes from daggers, right? When you throw, why would they be? I don't know why they'd be throwing daggers in the most maximum way.
She says, "Well, I'll tell you where those sounds will never come from. You
What?
and me. Ever. Just so you know."
Wait, who's talking to me?
Arias, the mermaid.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't talk to ugly girls.
Ooh.
She says, "Yeah, well, rumor has it that you don't really talk to girls at all. You just kind of like insult them, offend them, harass them, and then leave, run away."
That's not true. Yeah, it's totally not true. It's out of context. And you know what? I'm gonna make it right. And in the most maximum way, they're gonna be like, "Oh, wow, Mr. Deuceface, you're such a charming guy. It seems like you really did learn from Elwin Fire Guy in the Sky, who's like totally cool, and you're also cool."
Radthorn, your hug with Radthorn went on for a little longer, Zelona, and then she says,
"Okay. And off we go."
you can feel this platform that you're on begin to move, and the light around you shifts and fades, and you guys are moving back through her network, these tunnels. And as you're traveling, all of you are there, Radthorn as well. But she looks at you, Zelona, and she says, and she touches your hand, and she moves off down another corridor, and you guys continue on your way. Okay.
This wormhole is so.
So,
Bro, I've been like cleaning this gun for like 2 hours. I'm still finding carbon. This is bullshit.
When was the last time you planted?
Your guns.
Like a week ago. I
Oh
don't
my
know where
god.
fucking sticking this shit.
that's terrible.
You know you're supposed to clean
Okay.
after you murder people, dude.
Yeah, I only put like 12 rounds through it.
Radthorn brings you to the edge of Elysium. The platform, the network brings you there, and as you arrive, you feel the shift in authority as you enter Akelia's domain. Fortunately for you, Akelia is familiar with Radthorn's coming and goings, and you can feel her permission be granted as you guys pass into the land of Elysium. Okay, so on the map, this area here is where the mermaids are stationed. And you guys arrive on Elysium near the shores of Tranquility. And you get there and you see the queen floating in the water, her torso sticking up above the waves, and she's there talking to a beautiful goddess when you arrive. As you arrive, you hear the discourse going back and forth, and Akelia turns to you and says, "Ah,
I'm glad you all arrived safely. It's not often that Radthorn's tunnel network, the light that transitions across the stars, um, is utilized. I've only had to grant access in that way a couple times before. I was wondering who it might be. And then Ari kind of moves around, and she looks at Delvinia and she says, "Friends of yours?" Delvinia nods, and there's this awkward moment of eye contact between Ari and Delvinia, right? And as the two move towards each other, and you can see the emotions, the tension and the awkwardness kind of linger. Akelia moves to your direction and says, "Let's give them a moment."
I'll just roll my
And she looks.
eyes and yell out at like Queen Delvinia, "Ari almost died."
Delvinia ignores you.
Yeah, yeah, because y'all wouldn't listen to me.
Akelia says, "Just give them a moment. What are you all up to? You seem to have come across Radthorn's network, and that's very odd."
Yeah, we almost died, sort of, and we have something for Kildrak, and yeah, my date just died, and I'm starting to go back into blubbering. So yeah, that's what's up. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Dear, dear, dear. She puts her hand on you. She says, "Take all the time you need. You are safe here. But I must know, is there anything of danger or anything of purport? We are at a critical juncture here.
Oh yeah, planes are
I've heard."
devolving into their primordial energy. Did you take a look at this? This is what they're devolving into. And I show her the core of primordial chaos energy.
She recoils from it. She says, "Oh, that just feels. Oh, please, put it
Wrong?
away. Put it away."
Yes? Yes?
Yes.
Yeah. It has not been a good day.
I see that. And I apologize, dear. But we are. Things have begun moving rapidly since you were gone. We've had word from higher up the mountain. Bahamut is pulling together his forces. I'm speaking to the Queen here because we are mobilizing all the armies that we have from the refugees. The entire armed force of the underseas here will soon be moving up the mountain and organizing and joining with Bahamut's forces. War is coming.
And is it
Yeah.
not? I just sigh.
If you guys need like a helping hand, I just know there's like 4 really cool adventurers that would definitely like to help you because like in the most maximum way, we're really nice, and I think that you should give us another chance because I mean maybe
Who's
you
getting
got
some
off the wrong
trouble
foot
over here?
with these adventurers at the beginning.
She looks at you and she says, "Max?" And I will call you
Whoa.
Max
Wait,
because
how do
I
you know my middle
know.
name?
She looks at you because I know what Mistra did, and I've found out about the truth of it. The girl finally told me what happened.
No, I went for it. That was me.
She says, that's very chivalrous of you. But I know when a young girl rejected, I know how she might feel and how
Wait,
she
you've
might
been
begin to spin
rejected?
some tales. She says, "No, no,
How'd you been rejected from?
no. I'm
This is so great.
the
Okay,
very
I would love
model
to talk to you about
of
the times
chastity."
of you've been about how you've been turned down.
No, no. Hold on one second. And she waves a hand, and you can hear the squelching sounds just kind of get quieter. They don't go away completely, but they just get quieter. And she says,
Whoa.
she breathes a little bit more calmly. She says, "There,
I cannot undo what Mistra did, but in my world, I can at least alter it. Anyway, I'm sorry, what were you saying? I couldn't hear anything you were saying before.
I don't. Yeah, it's weird. Apparently, I've been doing those wiggly things my whole life. I don't remember it, but I remember it 100%. It's real weird how that happens. My name isn't Mr. Doucheface. Um, but yeah, so you said that you've been turned down a bunch in the most maximum way, which probably
No,
like in the most dastardly like destroyed you, and you know how I'm feeling, and maybe they made tales about you. Are you just like me, Mistra? Were you were you rejected?
she says,
This
no,
is a
you.
mystery, dude.
Akelia looks at you, and she says, and she scrunches her face a little bit. She says, no, you got that completely wrong.
Then how do you know what I feel like?
She says, I don't know how you feel like. You just.
But
She
you
says,
said you did.
no, I said I know how Mistra feels. She says,
Who,
and I
who
know
wouldn't who
that
wouldn't grope you? Someone wouldn't want to grope you.
she
That would hurt my
she
feelings.
she's
No,
she says,
Miss
I
Kelly,
just
you're not my type. I
I
like
know
one type. And you know what?
I am this
if I didn't-
close. I'm this close to slapping the stupidity out of you. Would you just shut your mouth and let me talk?
Oh yeah.
Doucheface, can we come here once without you getting us in trouble?
No, I'm trying to be nice. You just got some guy didn't.
I have.
She wanted it, and then she
Just-
told stories
Says,
about it.
Max, I have overlooked a lot of your indiscretions. Yes, you may not have mistreated Mistra in the way that I was initially led to believe, but don't forget, you have brought a very young child here to my world, and exposed him to all sorts of impropriety, and you have
Right.
brought a literal bevy of sexually charged naked women who I have had to alter the way that the current view of what is appropriate in our world just to give them a place to stay. And it's changed all sorts of social dynamics between all the races here. I mean, it's. She says, I've put up with a lot from you, so please just let me speak.
Of course, yeah. Take it off your chest. Like,
Just
talk
stop
to me.
speaking about my chest. And she.
I'm trying not to. I'm really trying not to.
Doucheface, she's trying to tell you to shut the fuck up and listen.
I am listening.
She says,
You got if you're talking.
Mistra is young, and she has large emotions. And when she sometimes it does not excuse it, but sometimes a girl of her age, unexposed to the pitfalls of this world, can misbehave when things do not go in the way she planned or she desired. So, I apologize to you for blaming you for something that you did not do. There. That is what I had to say.
Agelia,
She still hates you for what you did do.
thank you so
can
much.
You just be quiet
You
and
mean
let
so
us
much,
be?
and that really helped my self-esteem a lot. From in your talk, when you said you saw something very large, and it was disastrous, and she didn't know what to do, and you were talking about me, it really made me feel good about myself, Agelia. And I know that together we can become like really good friends in the most maximum way.
She says, your brain completely befuddles me. I don't think you are quite right in the head. The words that come out of your mouth are inane, and disturbing, have no touch with reality, and we are all stupider for having heard them. However, you have my leave, and as far as it concerns me, to go back up the mountain and talk with Mistra yourself if you wish. I will no longer prevent you from seeing her.
Thank you. and I will put in a good word for you in the most maximum way to thy patron, Elwin, because I don't know if you've been told, but he won't turn you down for grabbing your chest. And that's because he cares, unlike the last person who turns you down.
You see her breathing heavily a little bit, and
That's why I'm gonna start walking away right now in the most maximum way. And I'm out. Peace.
um, Ari, as you're leaving, Ari kind of like she like half swims over to you, and she says, "Just hey, douche face.
Yeah. Yeah. What's up? What's up? What's up?
Like, so, Delvey and I were back together.
Cool.
Um, and yeah, I just wanted to let you know, kind of like thanks,
You're welcome.
and she said to give you this, and
Uh,
she hands you guys a bag full of coins.
okay. Is this a mountain?
No, it's a bag full of coins. You know, gold and stuff like that.
So
Apparently,
hear me out on this one. You're
yeah.
giving us
I'm
money
pretty
for
sure she.
doing a job.
I'm pretty sure
Well,
she promised her crown to Mr. Dishface here for bringing you back.
Bro, don't ruin this first. Slow down, wait, bro. Here, team huddle, team huddle. Alright. When was the last time we did a real job and they actually paid us for it?
Never.
I, I, I think I think today's a good day. We got money. I helped Akelia with her emotional trauma. We got these two lovebirds or fishes together, and we somehow got a sack of money out of it. Is this the best day of our life, guys?
No.
No. What's the third best day of our lives, guys?
No.
Okay, if we take out your dead buddy, then is it like kind of better days?
I left up the primordial chaos energy core. No.
Okay, ignore the thing about destroying everything, and also your girlfriend who died, and also that really nice.
That's
ugly
just
dude.
karma for being a cock block all the time.
That's what I'm thinking. I
Oh,
don't know.
Bird, where have you been all this time?
So it was like not our worst day, though. Can we agree on that?
I don't know. Is this what we actually were thinking about? Like, how much is it actually? Looking, eyeing the bag.
in the bag.
Yeah, how much?
It is. It is.
Doesn't matter. We actually got paid.
Yeah, dude, we're fucking rich as shit.
It's 8,000 gold pieces.
Are you
Okay.
fucking serious?
Wow, she didn't even pay us more than we already had.
8,000 gold pieces.
I thought you were gonna say 8 gold.
Ari says, so you know, back down on the human world, there would have been a lot of girls, not me, of course, not me, but you know, for some of that gold, they would have given you all the attention and all the things you wanted.
Hey, alright, make sure you wipe your fish vagina out so she doesn't smell all the dudes and chicks that's been in there while you were gone.
Also,
Just-
you probably
I was
should
not
tell her
that.
how
I was
from-
an entertainer. I was
Yeah.
not one of those girls. I was an entertainer. They just
Wait a
watched.
second.
They did not touch.
For
Huh?
money,
That you're
Yeah.
aware of.
I'm pretty sure this young pie plucker, for money, you showed him a show. Was that legal? I don't know how laws work. You know what? I'm just gonna keep walking away with this bag of money, and I'm just gonna be real happy.
Ari and Delvinia, they turn and they start going back down the ways, and Delvinia smiles at you guys, and she says, and she winks at you all as her arm is around Ari. And as she retreats into the ocean, the like the waves kind of retract just a bit, as for to give her and Ari an unimpeded access to the ocean. And as you look, you can see that just that in this area of the ocean where that you can see into, there are the entire host of the underwater nations is organizing and regimenting a literal army of crustaceans and merfolk are down below the waves. You see swirls of power as title shard bearers are are using their abilities um, to communicate to make the army more effective. Electric lines of communication are crackling back and forth um, as all the what do you call it? What were those? The communication networks that Gelly was part of. All the jellyfish and they have their lines open. The entire might of the undersea army is getting ready to move. Okay.
Fuck yeah.
So you guys get 8,000 gold. You guys can split it up however you want. You can add it to your inventories. And for the completion of, let me see here. For the completion of this quest, can I actually do this? It's been so long since I've done this. How do you do this? How do you
level up?
Well, no. How do you? I'm trying to remember how you give experience.
So go to the party sheet. Go
Oh, yeah,
to
it's in the party
XP
sheet.
tab. You can either create a quest or use an encounter. The create a quest is easiest. You just create
There
a
it
quest.
is. There it is.
Put how much experience and you have to put 4 times. So if you want to give us each say 2,000 experience, you would need to put 8,000 in that, and then do the give experience because it'll divide it evenly amongst us all.
Oh no, it's the other party. The other characters are in here. I want your characters in here. How do you add characters?
Shit. All you have to do is right click. You can remove us from the party sheet, and then add these characters to the party sheet, and then do it. Just right click on them and remove.
Okay,
Never had
got
to
it.
do this, right? Like until
It's been a
someone
long
dies.
ass time.
Yeah.
I've done it. I think in the very beginning, I did experience like for the first few levels, and then it wasn't very long before I started saying fuck this. Okay.
Yeah.
So if
Feel
I
free
gave
to
you
say
guys,
fuck it.
But hold
So
on,
if I-
before you give it, everybody needs to have. You need to go to the main tab on your character sheet. You need to click on the little magnifying glass to the right of your class, and you need to set your current XP
at level 9,
We are level 9, so your current XP would be 48,000.
Oh, but then Mr. Doucheface is level 10 as expected.
Yeah,
Yours
because I
yours
missed
would
it
be-
and I kept it the whole time.
how much do you
yours
need to get to the next level?
You'd need 64,000. Your current would be 64,000, Mr. Doucheface. It is 16,000 to get to the next level.
For us,
Okay.
Doucheface would be different.
For Doucheface, he needs 21,000. So in the XP slot for all of us, for Mr. Doucheface, we're gonna put 48,000 in the XP slot. Doucheface, you put 64,000.
Okay.
Because if you add it before we do that, then it's just gonna add it to the 0 that's there.
All right. So if I do this, shit. Hold on.
Oh, and your next level would be 64,000. Doucheface, your next level is 85,000. Well, ours will be 85,000 now too, since you gave us a level up.
So now we're all level 10. No, we're not. We are still level 9. Okay.
Yeah, screw
No,
these
it
guys.
doesn't automatically do the level up for you.
So
You have
what
to do
was
that
the
yourself.
point? Okay, moving on.
No,
So
but it's a very important mechanic in Dungeons and Dragons. So we have to
Yeah.
award experience for completion of a quest.
It's
And it
true.
makes it
You've
so
gone
we
what
don't have,
it was forever for.
and we didn't have to do the math for it. It did it automatically,
Yeah.
and
You see
he
that?
didn't
It
have to do
automatically,
the math and let it. Yep.
yeah, automatically gave you all 16,000 experience. So you guys can all level up to level 10. Doucheface, you're most of the way to level 11.
Yeah, I'm like ahead of you guys because I couldn't do math like a long time ago.
We appreciate you.
You know what? Just to make it up for me being better than you guys, I think one of my daggers should turn to a level 2 dagger.
The
It's the
dagger
only
does
thing that
2.4 damage on a crit with like an extra d4.
I think
yeah,
you know I think this was one of the first campaigns where these characters actually did some serious fighting. Because I didn't know that Brawl. I didn't know that Brawl could do that much damage.
yeah.
Oh
he's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
He's so
What's
Assassinate.
damage.
I'm a ranger rogue, and my rogue has the assassin archetype.
Yeah, I was like, oh wow, he's actually doing some work.
I was actually thinking about. I'm not even kidding. I was actually thinking about picking up uh freaking uh paladin. If paladins could I can't remember if they can smite on range attacks or something.
Ah,
No,
yeah.
I
it
was
has to be
thinking
just
about
pro.
picking up paladin because if they can divine smite on a ranged attack, nope, only melee. No.
You can divine spite on a throw attack, but you can't on a ranged attack.
A throw attack is a ranged attack, maybe.
I think that has to be like not from a crossbow, from old errata, which is probably no longer a real thing. I think DM stretch.
Oh, I don't know what the erratus is. The book just says melee.
Yeah.
I don't actually understand why it matters, because when you smite as a paladin, I mean I know why they don't allow it because it would make range ridiculous, but you're imbuing the weapon, so it makes no sense that you couldn't imbue an arrow. There's other classes that imbue arrows with extra damage, so I don't know why the smite's any different. But,
I don't even
So
know.
I could-
Just become an
I could
Eldritch
get-
Knight and just throw floppy dildos. It's easy.
All right. So you guys can chill here a little bit. You guys actually can you can rest here. Some time goes by. You guys are safe in Elysium. You get your long rest. You reunite with let's see who's here that you guys know and care about. Well, no one really.
Yeah, nobody.
Like nobody. Wilton. Wilton is here. He's hanging out with the you left him here on this plane just to get along with it, just in the safekeeping of, let's see. He'll be with the Amazon ladies. And he's over there having a great time.
I'm sure he is having a great time.
Okay. What do you guys want to do? You want to go deliver that thing? Do you want to rest? Do you want to talk to anybody?
I'm cool delivering that thing.
Yeah, I just want to hand this over.
Sounds
All
like
right.
a plan to me.
Gwen, any
Mhm.
plans?
No, whatever.
So. All right. So you guys make your way around the island, using the rapid transportation, and you go to the city or the entrance point of Dame Wantis, this spot right here. Right. It's a city that was named by Deimos and crew. And that's the entrance point to the next world. The gate opens for you unbidden. You zip through there. You can see yourself passing through Lunaria. Lunaria is now a mostly dark. A lot of the lights in the sky, the lights of the stars has dwindled. The moon is just a sliver in the sky, just a vestige of a little bit of light You can see the waves are churning, and like it's the maw has consumed most of this world. Um, there's no more continents. They're all just bits and pieces of shattered rock and earth. The water itself is like this. It's now this massive whirlpool. Fortunately, though, you don't have to stay in Lunaria. You zip right through Lunaria, and you arrive at Solaris. Entering the throne place of Bahamut, where the Divine Forge is, where this whole realm has been converted into this massive manufacturing and war producing plant. From inside Solaria, inside the huge mountain, the Modrins have reactivated all of their battle bots, and they have been marched up to the surface. So, and on the surface of the mountain of Solaria are all these forges and factories creating weaponry and additional like siege weaponry and flying vessels and all this crazy stuff, vehicles. Um, Solaria under the orders of Bahamut is geared up for war. You guys make it to the Divine Forge, where Kildrak is seen talking to this large individual. This large individual in a cloak and with a huge helm on his head. His whole body armored in this heavy armor. As you guys approach, you see Kildrak and this creature talking. It's all the armor is like blood red, and in his hand he holds this massive, like trident staff that's also blood red. You see Kildrak kind of fitting the armor to him and putting some finishing touches on it. As you approach, you hear Kildrak saying, "Yep, that'll do it. Some of the finest work I've ever done." He slaps the creature on his shoulder and says, "Go on, lead those armies. You'll do great." And the figure turns around and walks past you guys as he leaves the room.
I ignore him entirely, pull out the core energy primal
Yeah.
chaos energy thing, and just wave it at Kildrak.
I stuck my gun
Kildrak
in and push out my chest so I look tougher next to that guy.
you're like a full 3 feet shorter than him, and maybe a quarter of the weight.
You know what? Check out this bag of money I have. I'm rich, motherfucker.
And armor
Kildrak-
is worth
as soon
more
as-
than everything we hold combined.
As you approach, Kildrak he recoils a bit and he goes, "Whoa, whoa, 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 whoa! What the fuck? Don't just go waving that thing around. What the hell?"
Just shrug. I'm like, it's been a long day. You want it?
He says, "Yeah, hold on. Wait." And you see him grab some metal, by some really sparkly like mithril, by the forge, and he moves it, and you see him place it over the forge, and with his as he shapes it in front of you, you can see it floating in the air, and it reconfigures, and the geometry of it changes, and it molds, and it alters in front of you. And he's crafted it into a very sturdy box. The mithril comes out of the fire and floats into his hands. He waves his hand over it, and the lid and pops open, and he kind of holds it out to you, and he says, "Here, put it in quick."
I pop it in.
Yeah, and he shuts it, and he puts it down, and he goes, "Oh man. Wow, that was..."
Was
And he
that
shakes
thing
his head a bit. He says, "It's you couldn't feel it? It's
I've
like..."
been holding it for a while now.
Oh.
I've been told we're idiots, which is a benefit sometimes.
I feel like it's been an hour or more.
Been like
Well,
about
yeah.
a few years actually. We did some tunnel time travel shenanigans. So it's probably
So,
been like a
yeah,
good like 5 years.
so Zelona, you're, as you know, just my observations. I'm not trying to be awkward or rude or anything here, but you're not really concerned just in your own preferences with having kids someday, right?
No.
All right, then you're fine. He smiles
Great.
and,
Okay.
and gives you a thumbs up. Anyway, whew, that was the last ingredient. I've got to send a message down below to Satellizer. She'll want to know that this last one is in. Hey, you remember all that stuff I had you collect for me?
Yeah, the vomit?
You and those other guys, the losers. So Deimos and the rest of them collected the vomit. You guys had gone in to pick up some other things, some smaller
Oh,
things,
yeah.
less difficult. Yeah, yeah. This was the last ingredient. This last thing. I'm really happy that Radthorn was able to gather it for me. So Satellizer and I are gonna be working real hard. He says, "This might be it. This might be my magnum opus."
Bless you.
Huh? What?
Oh, you meant like. Oh, okay, fine, never mind.
Yeah, like the best fucking thing I've ever made.
What will it do?
Destroy the
Oh.
world.
He says, hopefully, win a
See,
war.
don't you? You guys see how he hesitated a second there before he said win a war? Totally gonna destroy the world.
So I did want to just double check. I mean, this came from one of the 28 planes that is currently devolving and reverting back to primordial chaos, and the rest of
Yep,
the
yep.
multiverse, all the planes are following in that stead. So this is going to help resolve that issue, right?
Well, yeah. It's not often. This stuff is something that no craftsman's god, um, since maybe the first one ever, has ever had a chance to work with. Since, you know, throughout the cycles of order and chaos, um, everything was in balance. But now that everything is properly fucked, he says, this kind of raw material, it hasn't been seen before. So I'm gonna get to build something really gnarly with it.
I feel like you're very concerned about building and less about saving the world. But that's fine. That's fine.
No,
You
no,
do
no,
you.
no, 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 no. Like to save the world, like by
Tack that
blowing
on.
by, by blowing lots of bad stuff up.
Less violence, more salvation. You'll do fine.
Yeah, salvation through the blowing up of all the
I
bad
just
guys.
shake my head and walk
Yeah.
away.
You know what, Killdrag? I think we could be like
Yeah?
this maximum. The way you said saving the world by blowing up bad guys, it just really hit home with me, and like I feel like I could really connect to that.
Yeah, yeah. I find it really exciting.
Like I find out when there's like something trying to stab something good, but then you like throw something and kill it, then it seems like the bad thing goes away.
Well, you said the
And,
bad
like-
thing before it can stab the good thing, right?
Yeah, yeah, and it seems like when you're saying things like that, it really shows that your level of intelligence, and I look up to that.
Oh, you're taller than me, but I understand.
Well, you probably weigh 4 times as much as I do, but you're fucking ripped.
Well, half of it's in my cock.
Well, that's probably true. I'm probably not gonna argue with that one. Look there.
He starts laughing. He starts laughing. He says, "I'm just messing with you, man. I'm just messing with you. Yeah, I'm nothing special. Euphemia told me that all the time. But anyway, you, I know what you need. You need better stabby things, right?
I'm really good at stabbing things, and also reaching up God's shirts. If anyone ever asks, I'm good at that one.
Yeah. Well, if you reached
Most
up
of them.
mine, you get a handful of chest
Well,
hair. Really
not
thick,
oh,
manly chest hair.
I would say less hairy ones in the most maximum way. But like I'm respectable about it.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, here. He snaps his fingers, and your daggers come flying into his hands, right? And he takes them out, and he like stirs them in the divine forge a bit, and he hands them back to you. There you go.
Fuck yeah, I love soup daggers.
Yep. Yep. Just kind of juiced them up a bit.
Fuck yeah, that was really fast. I almost feel like if we somehow had a bonus like years ago, things would have been a lot easier because it was like so simple for you guys to do. Because we've almost died a bunch of times.
He says, "Well, I mean, my time is valuable."
You're right. You're right. Sorry, I didn't mean to take up your 12 seconds.
But then, considering that we do a lot of work for y'all, and I point towards the energy stone that is now, asleep,
Hey,
could we perhaps get a get out of dodge kind of, emergency thing? Because we almost died there before we could get this. So, yeah, like, something like a teleport or, get out of dodge thingamajig.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'll put it on my list.
How long is your list?
Oh, pretty damn long. Definitely underneath this rockin' weapon that I'm gonna make with this thing.
I now know it'll never happen. Okay.
what are you gonna make?
What am I gonna make?
Yeah.
Dude, do you really want to know?
So I want to say there's 3 things I like in life: booze, grabbing boobs, and knowing what fucking weapon you're gonna make.
Right. Here. Let me show you. So he pulls out a piece of paper, right? And he's about to show it to you. When we switch characters.
Fuck. So like I'm looking at this, which I can't even really see. But, like it's weird. I know a guy who does this. It really seems like the most maximum way. Did all the schematics also in crayon, and everything is misspelled and unproportioned. I cannot tell exactly what you're trying to do, but you have really big arms. In the picture you drew, you hit the anvil.
So, this your guys' time with these characters is good. You guys managed to collect the last item that Kildrak needed for his crafting. You guys know that the war is ready. So on Mount Celestia, you guys have cleared all the way up through Arcadia. Right?
Mm-hmm.
All the armies of Solaris are mobilized. All the denizens of Lunaria, all the acolytes, all the indigenous creatures from Lunaria and Solaris, and even Shehakim have gathered together, mobilized, and all the refugees from Lunaria went down to Elysium. They lived in the waters, all the mer people, and a few of the other Arcanites that you had. They Satellizer has been equipping them and readying them for battle. They're moving. They're getting ready to move up to the staging ground that Elistray is creating in Arcadia. The hordes of battle bots and mechanized armies, which will be the majority of the forces from Bahamut and Solaris, are coming up to meet them as well. And the remnants of the Angels of Knowledge and Winter, who now under Mistra are now the Angels of What Is, are joining from Shehakim. The plan is for everyone to meet in Arcadia, right? As Elistray finally gathers, is recovered enough to open the portal to Nirvana, and from there, start the counterattack. Begin the process that will reverse the tide of this war, or at least try to. Because as best as you know, the massive hordes of demon armies are still fighting with the remnants of the gods somewhere in the last three planes. Okay? So we're heading. We're not in endgame yet, but we're heading towards endgame. Um, but you'll have to switch to your other characters to see where the developments are as far as what the actual plan is.
Okay. Before we switch characters, can I send one quick message to my god?
Sure.
I'm gonna pray real hard. I'd be like, Elwin, fire, lightning, god of the sky. In the most maximum and dastardly way, I can only beseech upon you this knowledge that I've learned and that's been bestowed upon me. If you meet Alistrae, you have to grab her boobs. Apparently, if you don't do it, she'll be sad. I don't know, but I'm telling you this now. This secret information.
Okay. All right. So Elwin, you hear this, this whisper of a prayer in your mind. You do know that Deimos has already knocked up Alistrae. So I mean,
Not Alistrae. Oh no, Euphemia, right? No, wait,
No.
Alistrae, not Alistrae. Man, I am fucking all the goddamn gods' names up.
Oh, you mean Akelia?
Wow.
Akelia. There's too many goddamn E.
There's too many
names.
E's. Yeah, they're all girls. Yeah, that was an oversight on my part.
Yeah, no, Akelia. Yes, so I said it with Akelia's name.
Okay. Oh, geez. I forgot you guys drew this on here. Deimos was here and here. Baby Dean was here. Not here. Okay. All right. So, swapping back to your main characters. And we'll move through some of these developments. You guys are in Shehakim. You're getting you're overseeing the final preparations, and Mishra is there. Right. So you're in this iridescent world, the world of what is. Mishra has been busy learning how to utilize her powers and organizing the rebuilding and the rebirth of Shehakim in this world. The angels, the angels Fidele, and all your friends that you knew from here. Salome, and even Vouchy, because Vouchy and all his people would definitely be in on this war. They've over the past weeks and months have been equipping themselves and training and preparing for battle. So the entire remaining force of Shehakim is behind you guys, a host of angels and Arcanites, these sloth creatures. Mishra turns to you guys. Adis, you're there. She looks at you and she says, "Well, that's the best that I can do. I hope Bahamut and Akelia are okay with that. I mean, with so little time, I don't think I could do more. That's enough, right?"
Looks good to me. What are we looking at? Out of curiosity. Out of character, what are we looking at?
The armies, the hosts of
okay.
the hosts of forces that she's able to muster. She says,
It's impressive.
"Yeah, I'm not much of a fighter, but I hope it's enough. I hope we can make things right." And then
Say we all.
And then you see her all of a sudden shudder, and she goes, "Oh no. Oh, he's back.
What's wrong?
Oh
Who's back?
no. Oh," she holds her head. She's shaking her head. "Oh, Akelia knows. Oh,
Knows what?
damn it. Shit." She's, "Fuck, shit. Oh, I'm sorry. I shouldn't be saying those words."
Oh shit, cuss, fuck all you want. You want me to go get rid of him?
Yeah, what the fuck this thing at? Go beat the shit out of it. I'll take its face if it has a face and stick it where its face isn't supposed to go.
Is it that douchebag?
Yeah, I was kind of
Deimos,
mean, I
let's
think.
go. Let's go, Deimos. Got a douchebag to deal
So
No,
with.
no,
sick.
no. But
I'm
but
supposed
but
to
the
take the douche
war,
face and break
war,
his
and your
face.
mission, the war and your
Oh.
mission.
It'll take us like 2 seconds to go deal with this.
You want us to bring him here?
No, no, no. I mean, it's so
Listen,
embarrassing.
let's
No.
go. Let's bring him here.
I mean, I was thinking about tossing him into the pits of hell, but
Oh no, we'll let him. We'll let her chop his head off for being a bad guy.
well, she doesn't
Okay.
need him here to do that.
All right. So
She could
in the
just
Divine
say
Forge.
he was headless and he wouldn't have a head anymore.
I'm just gonna gate him.
Yeah, at the Divine Forge, Kildrak is about to show Doucheface the drawing of what he's crafting, and all of a sudden a gate opens up behind, and Deimos' hand reaches through and grabs Doucheface by the collar and yanks him backwards into it. Okay.
Alright, I got the little niggly fuck. What the shit is this? Get the fuck on the ground. I'm gonna punch your face in the face with my face and my hand. I don't even know what's going on right now.
As you pull him through, he feels slippery, and he makes all these squelching sounds as he flops onto the
This
ground.
is totally normal.
And-
I've met this guy 2 times and he made those noises both times.
And Mishra just starts laughing. She starts giggling. She says, "Oh, I forgot I did that."
I have to say that's pretty entertaining. That actually might be better than getting rid of him if he has to suffer with that.
Mister, I brought this thing here. I met him twice or something. I don't know. But do you want me to punch his face in?
No.
No, Deimos.
No.
He's my follower. He's under my protection.
Then I can't do that.
I am his
And I-
god.
Yep, okay. I can't. I put him down.
Maybe your disciples should learn to behave themselves.
Whoa. It's fine. And everyone will take care of it. Whatever's happening.
Mishra is like she's a bit kind of hiding. A grow thingy has sprouted out of the ground, and she's kind of like hiding behind it.
Alright, I'm gonna go protect Mister and let Elwin deal with that
I'll stand
thing
between them.
over there, which is not good apparently.
So you walk over, Deimos. You walk over to Mishra, and she's back there, and she says, "This is so embarrassing. I mean,
Right, it's embarrassing. Because he makes weird noises. I make weird noises all the time. And it's empowering.
no, it's embarrassing because last
Is it
time I
you?
saw him, I was kind of maybe not behaving like I should, and I was, coming on to him pretty hard, and she just frowns and she looks at the ground.
So what I'm hearing is, you are working out really hard. There's nothing to be embarrassed about working out hard. It's all
But I
about
would.
getting strong
This was
and getting
this was
ripped.
before. No, this was before I was a goddess. Okay, now I've learned. I've grown. I've changed, right? Yeah, I've changed. She says, I can do this, right?
Hey, what do you want him to do?
Just be nice to me when I ask him to forgive me.
Forgive you? He's gonna be nice to you when I punch him in the face. I can't do that though, because it's Elwin's person. But if he wasn't, I would.
No. All Elwin said is you couldn't kill him.
I'm not allowed to kill him.
Yeah, that doesn't mean you're excluded from punching him in the face.
Elwin, can I rip his leg off?
He's not the one that did wrong here.
Wait, who did something wrong?
How
I
about you let them
did.
sort it out?
Oh yeah.
She's fine. She walks out and she's a little shy. She walks up to him and she says, Max,
Who's
that's
Max?
your name. It's Max.
Yeah. Wait, what?
and you guys
That's
you
my
guys
middle
you
name.
guys feel you guys feel all the squelching and change, and Max, your whole family history changes.
It's
All right.
weird. I've just learned my whole family history 2 times in a week, but it's. I feel like it's different again now. Like maybe my
Yeah,
name isn't doucheface.
I changed it back. It's no longer a bunch of Swedish, like sheep fuckers just kind of like accidentally bumping into each other and making new babies, and that's how your genes propagated just for sheer accident. Um,
But Grandpa Big Goat. Are you telling me Grandpa Big Goat wasn't my real grandpa?
no, they were actually kind of
What
nice
about Mama
people.
Sheep Fucker? Oh shit. All right.
Well,
I
maybe
don't
back
know.
there, maybe there were one or two, but
I don't know if you should apologize. This is going to be less fun if you apologize.
But why would you apologize? I didn't.
well, I mean, if you like it that way, I guess I kind of owe you.
No,
I
no,
can
it's
change it
okay.
back.
No, it's alright. I felt really wet all the time, but I was never actually wet, and I was really confused. No one understood me when I was saying these things. They just laughed at me through my little floppy daggers.
she says,
Always,
that was me too. I'm sorry.
no, don't
I would,
apologize for that. Everything a god does is the right thing.
What did I do to
That
make you
that
so
is a
mad at me? I'm
pinnacle
so
of
sorry.
godhood.
I tried not to do it again. How can I make up for it?
she says,
I talked to
Max,
Akelia.
I was
And
wrong. I'm sorry. I promise I'll never try to force myself on you again.
no, I
There,
understand what
I
you're
said it.
saying. In the
I
most
said it.
maximum way. I talked to Akelia, and she said, for a fact, that you won't feel good if I don't grab your boobs, because you'll make up stories about me. So I know I didn't do it before, but you know what? Gosh dang it, I think you're pretty swell. In the most maximum and dastardly way. If you want, I will grab your boobs.
She looks around.
And if you
She
do,
says,
I'll kill you.
And I'll be dead right after, apparently.
she says, she says, really? She says,
But
hold
like
on, hold on.
on the down low, if we do it, when the guy with the mask will definitely not eviscerate my soul and every existence of my being.
She's
That would be
no, no,
way
no, no.
cooler.
She's it's okay, it's okay. He's going off to war soon, and you're way too
Oh
weak to go
yeah.
fight, so you can stay here with
Wait.
me.
Whoa. I never knew that being weak was such a benefit. Who would have guessed? I'm
She's
never working
yeah.
out again.
Okay, okay. Let me just hang out here, and
Yeah.
we'll get rid of all the grown-ups,
Yeah,
and
Adis, go away.
then it'll just be us, okay?
Yeah, totally cool. And I'll pretend like I don't even know what's going on, even though they can definitely probably overhear us.
Okay, you look over. You look over at the crowd of all the angels and all the soldiers and stuff. They're all fairly far away. You guys had kind of walked off on your own, but you look around and you see behind a tree, right, or behind a grow thingy. Um, there is one person that was there, and had overheard what you just said, and he looks like this.
It's great.
I'm sure it didn't take 5 minutes for that to occur.
Hey, Rinley, history isn't repeating. This isn't how it's supposed to go. That's the problem.
Okay.
Captain Red Douchebag broke the rules.
I'm just watching the train wreck.
So, to the rest of you guys, to Adis, Deimos, Renly, and Elwyn, Mistra reappears. She had kind of shimmered away for a bit, and now she reappears, and she says, I did it. I'm making things right. I'm doing the responsible thing like a good grown-up, like a good goddess. She
So
says,
you tossed him into
anyway,
hell?
Well, you know, he'll get what's coming to him.
I inside check her. Does she look a
You-
bit pervy at that point?
Go ahead, roll it. I mean, I guess you have like, yeah, yeah. I mean, you as a woman, you know, and definitely a woman with a lot of experience, Renly, more so than the rest of your party, as far as age goes. You definitely see a hint of mischief in her eyes.
Aw, she's becoming an adult. Goddess.
Don't do
Yes.
anything you're gonna regret, Mister.
Um, she says, "Oh, I won't. Don't worry. Don't worry." She says, "Anyway, like, I think we're good to go. I just got word from Elistray that a lot of things are in motion." So she waves her hand, and the portal opens above. She says, "I think it's almost time for phase 1." Okay. You guys know that the plan there is a staggered plan. So phase 1 is, like I said, the gathering of all the forces on this plane, right? As the forces are gathering there and preparing and organizing, Bahamut has appointed a couple of commanders, 3 commanders, to be the generals of his forces. Remember, Tempest was staying behind to see if he would be qualified, if he could be trained, if he could be qualified to lead one of these heavenly armies. He is one of the commanders. There are 2 others that you don't know of yet. The phase 1 is for all these millions of warriors from all the different races and species to gather on Arcadia and to be organized into their regiments and get ready to charge. While that's happening, you guys are going. Akelia is going to open. No, Elistray is going to open a small portal just briefly for you to go into Nirvana, and basically to prepare the way and clear the way. The forces are going to be ready and primed to go, so that when you signal, Elistray will open the portal wide, and everything, all the armies will surge up into Nirvana. Okay. You guys have about 3 days worth of time before all the armies are organized to figure out the best place for them to deploy, the weaknesses and any complications, because you're not sure what's in Nirvana, what's happening in Nirvana. For all you know, it could be the entire hosts. It could be the full might of the Red Army could be there. You have no idea. There's very little intel other than the small visions and snippets that you've seen from your journeys of what's happening in Nirvana. Okay? So that's the plan. Phase 1 is you guys go up to Nirvana, and the armies all move to Arcadia and begin to be organized by their generals.
Fucking let's do it.
Okay? All right. So, as the portal, Misha waves her hand and the portal opens, you guys go up to Arcadia, and the massive sky expanse surges and flows around you as Elistray appears before you. She is hold on, I just googled pregnant drow, and I'm seeing what shows up.
You probably have a bunch of viruses now.
Oh, this one's not too bad. This could be my new Elistray picture here. This one's not bad. Here. So in her what do you call it? Being a new mother, or being her her maternal phase, Elistray has wizened up a bit. She's kind of changed her appearance. There.
You're fat.
As you're leaving, I do want to mention, Deimos, was there anything you might want to like mention, in case Max ends up spending quality time with our little goddess?
Oh
He'll
yeah,
die.
so hear me out on this one. Max, don't do it, because Adis will quadruple cast disintegrate your existence. And then he'll superpower it to times it by 6. And then there'll probably be a judgment of the 7 heavens that comes down upon you.
So I
Right.
cast magic mouth
If you
with
want to
my
have a fun time right before your devil device erase from existence, because he often has a deck that will literally erase you from existence, hit that shit as hard as you can.
I'm gonna have Damo. She's just giving me a great idea.
I know
Use
I
magic
did.
mouth on 3 items to actually say that spiel whenever Mister comes within like 2 feet of him.
I can totally turn someone into a fiend and then destroy their souls.
Yes,
That's awesome.
I know. It's a flawless plan, I see
That is
no
a
fault
great
in
idea,
it.
Davis. Thank you.
You're welcome. But Max, I would be straight up. Yeah, I would just, you know what? Whenever I want to do something, I wing it 100% of the time. So if I give you any advice, it is never think about anything and just do random shit and see what happens.
That is a very long spiel, and now all of his items are magically magic mouthed to say that spiel in order. If she comes within maybe 10, 20 inches of him.
So that what you're
Oh,
doing is
you should also include one that says that it's proximity based. So every like 5 feet closer he gets to
You
her,
know, I
it
would
says
say
your
I would
death is
highly
getting in more imminent.
unsuggest that, because if I had a bunch of clothes and started talking, this boy would be taking off his clothes.
It includes his weapon.
Don't fucking matter. He only needs one weapon.
Okay. So are you actually casting magic mouth on Max's clothes?
On the clothes, on the weapon, on, any accoutrement, whatever.
Okay. All right. So that's canon. That happens. All right. You guys do that, and then you move up to the staging grounds in Arcadia, and Elistray is there, and she looks different. For sure.
Yeah.
Right. As you arrive, you surge through this massive, endless expanse of sky. She has rebuilt a lot of the structures and the infrastructure of this plane. So you get there and you catch a slipstream air current, and you rise rapidly, much faster than you did the first time you were on this plane.
Hey, Damo, so we're gonna stop and see your baby mama.
No. I didn't pay no shots for it.
You get there, and so Deimos, this is the first time you've seen Elistray since you last left, and she says, "Hi, Deimos. Good to see you again."
Illustrate, it looks like he gained some weight.
She says, "Yeah, about
Is
that."
the McRib back in season?
She smiles and she laughs. She says, "Oh, don't worry. You don't have to be awkward around me. Don't worry about that at all."
No, I was actually wondering,
remember-
if you're a god, you'd probably know if the McRib is back in season. 'Cause it's
She
kinda
pats her
tasty.
stomach. "Don't you worry about this little godling. I'll take care of him fully. Remember, we just had a business arrangement."
Right.
She says, she spins around a bit. She says, "By the way, have you noticed anything different about me besides?" She pats her stomach. "Besides the baby?"
Your boobs got bigger.
"Yes, of course. I'm
Why
a
didn't
goddess."
you let me do that the first time? That would have been way cooler.
She says, "Because I wasn't interested in what you wanted. I was interested in hate fucking with Euphemia's mind.
Oh, you're right. You got a cool hat.
She
Is that
says,
right?
she says, well, about that. You see, while you guys were gone, I went to war with Euphemia and learned some things and acquired some things. And let's just say that I am now goddess of the moon, but goddess of the dark moon. And Euphemia, well, Euphemia is nowhere to be found. She is, for certain, not happy.
So what you're saying is you did exactly what we asked you not to do.
No. I did what I wanted to do. I reacquired my domain, although my domain has been changed. The bitch full on fucked the moon up. But it is what it is. And she looks at her new clothing and her new demeanor, and she says, I can't say it doesn't sit well on me. Just be careful.
Look, now we have one less god to help us fight up the mountain.
No.
Terrific.
She says,
Euphemia the god of now.
she says, that's the thing.
Oh, she ain't gonna help us now.
I expelled Euphemia from the moon and from access to any moon and all moons. She says, I don't know where she is.
Is she still a goddess? Like, is she part of the pantheon?
She shrugs. She says, I don't know. But she's out there somewhere.
I just
Little of my
sigh
concern.
heavily at this utter
Hey,
complete act of stupidity.
Esther, hear me out in this one. There was a 2-week period in my life, a 2-week period, where Euphemia didn't stab me randomly. And you know what? I think she deserves better than to get stranded somewhere. Because of that one 2-week period where she decided not to stab me or a random party member.
Have you met Euphemia? You know she'll be back.
She'll be back. She's gonna be real angry. I'm just assuming she's listening.
And she'll
right
be
now,
more
and I'm-
powerful than all of us
I'm
combined.
trying to save face. She's probably working with the Red God, dude. Oh, we're fucked. We fucked up. Shit.
This is exactly
Why
why
did we
I
do
said
this?
not to
It
fuck
was-
with her till we were
Oh,
with the
shit.
red guy. But somebody was a little
But-
impatient.
But Deimos,
mean,
Deimos, you should have
Yes.
seen her face when I told her whose baby this was.
Okay, now that was
I
kind of funny.
Static bond and
Yeah,
then
that was pretty
do
sweet.
a hologram.
Yeah, that one I'm not mad about. That one's pretty fucking
I need
funny.
3D representation of this.
She smiles. She said, ask her about it if you ever see her. She smiles.
No, just picture it. We can put this up on the hologram.
So the kid, can I name it? I'm gonna name the kid.
Oh, what would you name it?
It just depends. If it's a boy, it'll be Elmos.
Okay.
And if it's
Elmo.
a girl, it'll be
Elmo.
Damewin.
Elmo.
Okay. She says, I'll bear that in mind. I suppose. She pauses. She says, very well. You are the father, after all. You have
Gee.
some rights in this. I suppose I can
Okay,
give you that.
Piss Euphemia off so much.
Yeah,
A
piss her off
combination
so
of
bad.
Deimos and Elwin in your son's name.
Dude, that's a mixer to be so good.
Okay, so what was it? It was if it's a boy, what?
Elmos
Okay.
and girl Damewin.
Dame winning for girl. Okay. All right. So, Deimos, roll. Just roll like a D4 in the dragon tower, and I'm gonna go evens odds. Even is boy, odd is girl. Okay.
It's probably twins. I got both names.
Was it
Assholes.
notched? If it's
I'm a-
notched, just fight both.
I'm
Or
a
neither.
Oh, he should get a
fucking genius.
percentile roll for twins.
Ooh, twins.
All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. Roll.
10% chance for triplets, like
Yeah.
a
Damon wins
20%
100%
chance
of the
for
time.
twins,
the
and the
day.
rest is a single baby.
Roll a d100. If it's
Roll a
over
d100.
90,
Roll a
if it's over
d100.
90.
70 and under single, 70 to 90 twins.
Okay. All right.
10 higher triplets.
Okay. So you give her your input, and she nods and she smiles. And she says, "I'll give you that. Yeah. Sure, I'll take those names." And then she says, "But," she says, "notice," and she raises her hands, and all around you are these floating platforms, all spanning across this massive sky, charged and ready to go. And you can see streams of armed forces from the different worlds beginning to populate them. Some are moving physically, some are teleporting in through various means. From Solaria, they're actually flying in on like these floating carriers. But the army is beginning to be staged here in Arcadia. Elistray says, "I have full command of my powers again. So when you say, I will open the portal to Nirvana."
I want to insight her.
Okay.
Because she literally broke her word, so I don't feel like we can trust her.
Wait, what broke what?
Part of Deimos is having a baby with her. She agreed not to fuck with the other chick until after we dealt with the red dude. And she totally went against her word.
I thought she told us in advance she was going to be going to war.
Yes, but she agreed to wait until after we dealt with the red dude. And I'm going to spark this. That's a 97.
Okay. You can definitely see that Elistray's basic like alignment has shifted. The you're not she doesn't seem evil to you, but the reacquiring of her domain and the struggle with Euphemia definitely affected her. And however Euphemia had altered or changed the moon, she calls it the dark moon now, has had an effect on Elistray and her personality.
Do I feel like we can trust her?
Um,
To like actually open the portal when we want.
as long as your interests are aligned, you think that she's trustworthy.
That pause is very informative, by the way.
That totally means we can't trust her at all. Gotcha.
No, I mean, interests just need to align. If they don't align, then ...
Yeah, we don't know that defeating the red dude aligns with her interests, and she decided to start a war with another god on our side before we dealt with him.
I feel like
This is
the
all
red
like
god
out
is
of
pretty much
character.
in her interest to get rid of. So yeah.
Maybe. Who knows what that fucking thing did to her while she was chained to it? Just saying.
I mean, let's see who our final boss will be. Is it Euphemia? Is it Elistry? Is it some chaos black hole? We'll find out.
Oh, you think he ain't gonna be my enemy? I already took precautions in case this chick went against her word.
Good luck with that. Oh, by the way, could the ship be fixed in the long time that occurred between that time gap?
Oh yeah, we did need to get that fixed.
Oh, Kildrak put it on his list of things to make.
No. It was not Kildrak. It was our lovely Satellizer who
Oh,
needed to
Satellizer?
fix it. Yeah,
Yeah,
not Kildrak.
Satellizer's schedule is a little bit less hectic than Kildrak's now that the army is equipped. So sure, she could fix it.
Yay! Alrighty.
All right. So are you guys ready for the portal to open, or is there anything else you want to do?
Fucking go.
All right. Elistray smiles, and you see her raise both her hands. She
There's
shouts.
one thing we need to do
What?
before we go. Elwin, you have something you need to do before we go. See here?
Yeah. but I don't know. I
Ellen,
don't know what.
Ellen,
What's up?
you need to say something to your new girlfriend before we leave, because we might not come back. There's always that possibility.
Yeah, I'll go deal with that. We don't have to roleplay it.
We'll retcon that. We'll flash back to that in the future. Elistray raises her hands and she shouts at the sky, and you can see the portal begin to form. It's this large swirling vortex in the sky, and she says, "Go quickly. I'm going to open just this. I'm going to open it just the smallest amount."
We go.
All right.
You
guys-
last time.
You guys go soaring up into the sky. You guys go soaring up into the sky and slip through the portal.
Alrighty.
Okay? We flash back just briefly to Mistra and on Shehakim. Right? As Deimos and the rest of the party vanishes and the army begins to move, Mistra waves her hands, and coming out of this little pocket room that Max was in, Max steps out, right? And she says, "There you go. They're all gone." She says, "So, now that we're alone and I can do and make whatever I want here, how shall we spend our time?"
That's a great question. First off, I want to show you this bag of gold that I have.
First off, his clothes start talking to him.
My clothes are talking to me right now.
And they start talking, saying all kinds of things like about your dick shriveling up and how they're gonna kill
What?
you and if all this stuff.
That'd be terrible.
And
I don't want my dick to shrivel up.
Mishra, she her eyes grow wide and she says, "What?" And she gets horrified and she takes several steps back.
Whoa, that's crazy. I take all my clothes off. My clothes must be possessed. In the most dastardly way.
She says, "Oh. Don't worry. I can fix all of that."
My clothes? Sick. Because
No,
I
no, no,
literally
just-
only have one pair
just-
of
just-
clothes.
She looks at you and she says, "Just what we have to work with here." Okay.
Yeah. Like straight
Just
up.
hold still.
She's looking at him.
32 waist, 30 length, salad 185. Okay, yeah, I'm
Just
6%
you're great.
fat.
You're great. Just a little too. She says, "A little too hairy and just here. Just stay still.
What?
Stay
I
still."
have like no hair.
And she you hear her open her mouth and she begins to declare some things. All right.
Oh shit, I'm gonna die.
Back in Solaris, Kildrak is standing there, and Zelona and Gwaine and Brawl are still in the room, and Kildrak goes, "Oh, bummer. I'm sure, Max. Whoa, that sounds weird. Was his name always Max? Yeah,
I think
I'm sure Max.
it's odd.
Yes. I guess Max doesn't want to see what I was making. Oh well. I hope they're okay
Hey,
up
that's
there.
all this gold here.
What?
I lifted up the sack. Huh.
No,
Yeah.
he has no gold.
His bummer. Well, I mean, he shows you guys. I mean, I don't know if you care, but it was just this. The coolest thing I'm ever gonna make.
The thing that will destroy the world.
The-
Wait, why does this feel familiar?
Nope. I call BS on this because you know what? If there's another gun coming out, Deimos is gonna keep getting shot in the head. All right. There's only been one gun, and Deimos has only been This is BS.
Or maybe a character should stop acting purely on impulse then.
That's never gonna not happen. But actually, you know what? That's good because what's his name? Yeah, we totally told him to go fuck himself, and then we took his broken artifact weapon and was like, hey,
We
you
didn't
should.
tell him to go fuck himself.
Yeah, we did.
You talking about gunslinger dude?
Yeah.
Didn't he retire?
Antares.
He retired.
Antares
did
wanted
retire,
to
yeah.
retire.
He gave
He
us his
wanted
guns.
to, but we didn't give him a fucking choice.
Yeah, we did.
It broke. Remember, he used his power and it destroyed it. The last of all that he had to, I forget, to help you guys or something.
To save his girlfriend.
That's right. That's right. All right. Deimos and the rest of the crew, you guys arrive in Nirvana,
Ooh, what
and
do
this
we
is what you see.
Don't you suck.
Holy fuck!
And that's where we will
Oh,
end
wait.
for tonight.
This doesn't seem
monster
very
sex project.
Nirvana-y-ish. Wait, before we end, can I do one thing?
What?
I want to punch the nearest thing to me, and I want to get first blood.
Roll for initiative. I'd go see if you can beat me.
Wait, first blood?
Yep.
You guys go rushing.
Okay.
You guys go charging the closest thing you see.
Yep.
All right, you guys.
Get off so
Data-
stunned. You're like, what? What the fuck?
Data-
It's
Data
gotta
strips.
be na- it's gotta
Deimos,
be
Deimos, roll
natural,
initiative.
Deimos.
Roll initiative,
no,
Deimos.
No sparks. No sparks. Natural initiative.
Deimos, roll initiative.
There you go. There's my totally
Okay,
natural
Deimos.
initiative.
Deimos, you rush through the portal and you see this scene, and these massive creatures and all these things are around you. This hellscape is literally just opened up in front of you, as a war is raging in Nirvana. Couple things happen. First, one second. First, you notice all. I mean, okay. So, you are you see this war, and there's death and screaming around you. You can see it. The hordes of hell are assaulting this defensive point. All around you, they're swarming over it, and there is a remnant of defenders on the walls there. But all around you, the rest of this realm is scorched. Right? That tower, that citadel up in front of you, seems to be the last standing thing. In the sky above you is a raging portal, right? And you can see that that there's a constant stream of demons and flying dragons and beasts from the abyss entering the portal, going up to the next realm above. Okay, what's being left behind here is just the mop-up crew. And the echoes of war continue up above, but here this bastion, this remaining force is attacking this last bastion. There are crackles of lightning and power as gods within the citadel unleash their forces, their energies against these demons, but these demons and demon lords and princes of the abyss and dukes from hell are more than equal to the task. You guys see.
So, okay.
There is one thing. Okay, I just gotta bring this over. And the last thing that you see, Deimos, so Deimos, you rush in, and you see a large hellish creature flying through the sky. You drop into your battle stance and you rush towards it, and as you do, Adis comes flying out of the portal and slams into you as he crit fails his initiative roll, right? Trips you up, and you guys go plummeting down to the ground together in a pile. And in the swirling and in the spinning,
Deimos, you look up into the sky and you get a glimpse of something towering in the air and in the horizon above this entire war.
Oh my god. Wait, it's a
Easy.
woman?
I'm gonna beat the shit out of that thing.
Okay.
That's the rider and the steed that we've been seeing everywhere, right?
No, this is a different one.
That's a new one.
New one. Oh, because the other one got stuck on that portal plane, right?
Yep, that was Conquest and Glory. This is Death and Despair.
Oh, how many
Easy.
pairs do you have, Steve? Oh my god.
Wait, Deimos, I thought Death and Despair was your bitch.
Yeah. I'm not
Your bitch
despairing
is
about nothing.
total. No, I thought you had made Death and Despair your bitch. Your bitch is acting out of line. Give me a check, bitch.
You know what, Death and Despair? I point at Death and Despair right as the session is ending, and I say, "Hey, Death and Despair, you want to see something funny?" And then fucking flick him off, and I'm like, "I'm gonna beat you in the
As-
face with my hands, 'cause it won't be good."
Yeah,
for you, but
yeah, and then your vision is clouded by Adis's masked faces as you guys go tumbling and slam to the ground together.
Adis, why are you still wearing a mask? How bad does your mask smell? You've been wearing it for like 30 years.
It's made out of porcelain,
Alright.
my dude. It doesn't
Yeah,
smell.
there's so much bacteria
It's like-
growing at it.
It's antibacterial. It's an antibacterial substance.
it's a magic-
Naturally
it's a magic
antibacterial.
mask.
Cleaning.
It's actually a divinely
Self-cleaning.
enchanted mask. Yeah, it's divinely enchanted.
I'm assuming it's for
Okay.
the kitty later.
All right, so that's where we'll leave it for
epicness
tonight.
sake-
Uh,
For epicness sake,
Yeah.
for epicness sake, I totally think with our awakened powers and such, me and Dama should be able to stand up, dust ourselves off, and literally in the blink of an eye annihilate all the garbage within like 5 miles of us.
So, like, I
You
like
could if you
how
if you
have
blow out all your
more
resources,
power.
but you
No, I
But
mean,
you also
without
got-
blowing all our resources. We should just be. I'm talking about the like low level, like level 2 trash. Just
but you guys also
know,
rolled a
epic
natural
vengeance.
one, so you fell down to the ground and
okay, fine. Elwin does it.
I was like,
Adis, you underestimate your firepower compared to my firepower. I've been running around this bullshit for the past a long time. Like,
You guys, does anyone know how to bring the maw, like the Dawn of the Maw,
Dude,
to
you
the
literally took the boss man from the last floor and ripped his face in half 3 floors ahead of time. I don't think I underestimate your power.
the trick is never have a plan.
We never
Stay
did.
busy talking to Adis's
all right,
All right. Thanks,
So,
guys. Thank
cool. Catch you guys next week.
See ya,
Yes,
see
sir.
ya.
See you guys.